Okay. Yes. I'm sorry.
Hey, Josh, in that last sequence when you guys had the ball, any consideration to going for it?
Of course.
What was the thought process?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I thought we, you have two choices there. You try to make it a 5-point game where you have an opportunity to win it with a touchdown if you get the ball back, or you try to, go for it there. And then if you happen to convert, then you got to make the 2-point conversion, all the rest of it. So, just those are the decisions you got to make. I thought we did a decent job of putting ourselves in third down there the next series with the defense to try to have a play to get off the field, and we didn't handle that play very well. No. You're going to need another possession anyway. You know what I mean? So it's not a lack of confidence. We went for it multiple times.
Josh, you're down 16 and over 6 minutes to go. You're huddling. Your team's walking to the line of scrimmage. There didn't seem to be a sense of urgency with the clock at all. So with that situation, you decide to kick the field goal with one of the most highly paid offenses in your quarterback. Can you talk about the clock management there, please?
Yeah, I mean, when the score was what it was, we needed multiple possessions to go. We needed to do the right thing with multiple possessions. So, whether we were mixing in the tempo, we were mixing in, huddling, trying to still stay with some of the runs, in the second half there in the fourth quarter where they're playing split safety defense and trying to really take away Devontae and Jacoby and some of the receiver play. And that's when, Josh hit a couple of the runs there in the fourth quarter. So, just trying to do the right thing, trying to be productive as best we can. And like I said, mixing in the tempo as we went.
Josh, Jimmy's thrown 6 interceptions so far this season. Some of them have been plays where it looks like he's probably throwing away.
Yep.
Making a mistake. Has there been a conversation about kind of living to fight those down?
Yeah, those are plays obviously we don't want to make, and I think Jimmy makes a lot of good plays, but obviously when the quarterback holds the ball, he holds the fortune of our team also in his hands, when he's doing those things, and he understands the situation, and had a couple plays where we got to make a smarter choice and just go ahead and go to the next play, whether it's second and long or whatever it may be, but turning it over. This team is a team historically that they win when they get turnovers, and they have a harder time when they don't, and so a big key obviously was for us to take care of the ball. We didn't do a good enough job of that tonight.
Josh, you mentioned maybe a misplay on that third down late in the game, and there was a coverage issue on the touchdown. Max Crosby with the unsportsmanlike penalty that ended up leading to some points. Just the frustration of that, of just not being able to make those plays.
Yeah, I thought the defense hung in there. Obviously, look, we haven't played complimentary football really, yet, and so until we start doing that and able to run the ball offensively, able to try to get, we got ahead again, but it didn't manifest itself in control of the game. I thought the defense hung in there. Made a bunch of stops there to try to keep us, within a couple scores, and eventually, we punched it in, and then, became a 1-score game, and then they stopped them and gave us the ball back. So, I don't have any issue with the effort or the intentions. The defense, like I said, gave us an opportunity to win the game. So, there's things we're going to see tomorrow that we're all going to need to fix, but I don't question anything we tried to do defensively.
Josh Jacobs, he finally got going a little bit over here.
Okay, sorry.
Got going a little bit in the second half. Finally got an 8-yard run, 9-yard run, 10-yard run, but still seems to be maybe stuck in the starting gates. Just talk about his where he's at.
Honestly, I think the running game is a function of a lot of people doing their job well. It was last year when he was the rushing champion. A lot of people did their job well, including him. And I just, I don't feel like we're quite there yet. Obviously, we haven't done a very good job of running the football for 3 games, and we've had a few moments here and there, like you referenced, but we need to do a better job of keeping the line of scrimmage clean and getting him an opportunity to get through the line of scrimmage to the linebackers and into the secondary, into the defense, and we haven't done a good enough job of that.
Josh, you and Dave had signed Hunter and giving him a big deal, and he's been non-existent this year. I'm curious, for you guys, how vital is it for your offense to get Hunter involved?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he had a couple catches tonight, but I mean, it's important, and we got multiple guys that can do something with the football. So, we're trying to read the coverage out and then go to the right matchup as best we can. Sometimes that takes us inside, sometimes it does not. So, certainly he's a good player, and he's had a lot of production for us in the past, and we got to try to find a way to get all our guys honestly involved in the game.
Hey Josh, as a coach of a team with a quote home field, how discouraging is it to just continue game after game to hear the building ring with cheers of the fans from the opposite team, and is the sound, the noise, even hurting the team in terms of sound?
No, I mean we have great fans, and Pittsburgh travels well, so you deal with what you got to deal with, so that is what it is. We've handled that before, and we need to handle it again if it comes up.
Josh, when you're facing a big decision like that at the end of the game with the field goal, what's the process like? Is that ultimately your call? Are you consulting with a bunch of people? And then also, what's the process afterwards? Is it something you look at your in-game decision making and closer?
Of course. Ultimately those are mine, and we confer with some other people and discuss what the options are. Like I said, I mean, if we it doesn't matter what the decision is if we don't execute well, and so if you choose to kick it there, and you got to play defense, and I have confidence in our defense. They've been playing well, and you thought we had an opportunity to get the ball back there with maybe a couple minutes to go and have a shot to go down there and win it with a touchdown. So that was the thought process.
Josh, then how close were you then actually to going for it rather than kicking it?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, we kicked one earlier in that sequence, I believe, right? And then they had the leverage penalty, so we'd cut it to 5, well, maybe, I don't know, a minute and a half previous, and then had we're fortunate enough to get a penalty on that field goal, and then got down there. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, you can go either way with those, and I did have confidence that we were playing well defensively and had an opportunity to maybe get the ball back, and with 2 minutes to go, and have an opportunity to go down there and take the lead.
Josh, that late touchdown drive that the Steelers had kind of seemed like on most of the plays the receiver was pretty much wide open, including the touchdown itself. Was there? I mean, what did you see on those drives there that could possibly have led to that?
I'll have to look at the film. I think they had a couple. I'm going to call them scheme plays, I guess, that they kind of popped somebody free on one of those. I think was that Freiermuth on the touchdown. But just it was some kind of a naked or something like that. So it was a good design on their part. Obviously we're gonna have to cover it better than what we did, but that's that. I think that's what it was.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, you got it. Thank you.